All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. It's so great to be here. Tonight, we have a very great treat in store for all of you. We're super excited to have our first ever Gen Z conversation with some amazing student leaders, Gen Z leaders. So I'm thinking that we should probably start a hashtag. So I want you all to help me out in the chat room. It's called hashtag let Gen Z lead, right? Because we have some leaders in the room. And tonight they're going to give us a presentation on a very important topic. And I want you all to join us welcoming our three speakers tonight. We have Courtney with us, we have DeWill, and we also have Emily. So I'm going to go ahead and present these three speakers who will share the topic on the importance of online learning tips. So as you all know, that online learning is definitely something that all of you are familiar with. You all are forced to deal with it at this point because of the pandemic, and we want you to make the best of it. We want you to embrace some very important tips, and these speakers, presenters are here tonight to share with you some just great points on how to navigate these various areas. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and invite our first speaker to the stage, the online stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for none other than DeWill Nicholas.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Super awesome. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen for your PowerPoint presentation, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and for it as well.
All right. So, hello everyone.
Yes, go ahead and introduce
All right.
yourself. You can share your bio, and you can get started when you're ready.
Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Doyle. I am a junior in Stranahan High School. So, pretty much the things I am passionate about is pretty much helping young leaders, like pretty much motivating young leaders to um, gain guidance to success and wanting to be different and just express yourself and be unique and not wanting to be, in the crowd. So my long-term goals is to attend Full Sail University, get an engineering and business degree. I also want to be a entrepreneur and make a business to create sports video games. So today I will be presenting self-motivation and educational goals. You guys can text like how's like your weekend and how's online school treating you guys in the chat. So pretty much self-motivation, just a huge, huge thing for us students that we all need. So I will be presenting that right now. So first slide is online school. Online school, uh, some people hate it, some people like it, but as my first bullet point is, well, if you want to know my opinion, it's the picture that you see. It's pretty stressful. So my first bullet point is a huge stepping stone in our high school careers. What I say that a huge stepping stone is that even though that we don't like it, but it is something good for us because we can actually manage to do schooling and our jobs virtually and in reality. And my second bullet point is that something that's unexpected and difficult to adapt to, that we all can relate to that because we never knew that we were actually gonna, join our classes through a computer or a laptop. And it's also difficult to adapt to because we don't really have our teachers in front of us for help, that we actually have to text in the chat for, assistance. And also, it can tend to people losing hope and making students lazy. Well, from a personal view, like me, yeah, I became kind of lazy, but my grades were still good though. And losing hope, yeah, we students tend to lose hope when we get like a bad grade or failing a test. But it's all by pushing through. That's why we have this slide here, self motivation. Next slide, please. So we have I'll do it later. We all have done this before. I'll do it later. Uh, this is not good at all, especially for me. I do this a lot when it comes to like an assignment that's due tonight. Like if it's an assignment that's due tonight, we're gonna do it. But if it's not, we're not gonna do it at all, or we're gonna do it on that day it's due. So my first bullet point is this mindset. This mindset should be taken away instantly, like right now, because um, it can. By my second bullet point, it can make students stressed out and leads to cramming. So what I mean by that is like we could have like an assignment and we have time to do it, but we don't do it right away because we have free time. So we're so overwhelmed by the amount of free time we have. So we pretty much put it onto like our phones, our technology. But we can just do the assignment right away. It's an easy assignment, but we'd be very overwhelmed by the, you know, free time. And leads to cramming. Like it could be like a project that's due or a test that we have to take that next day. We're gonna lead to doing all the assignments right away or study, and we might just lose all the information when that day comes. And my third bullet point is that when you have an assignment, just do it right away because it will pile up over time. It's pretty self-explanatory. I explain it on my second bullet point. Next slide, please. So this is the importance of my presentation, quotes of motivation. I have two quotes. These are two quotes that I usually use to motivate myself and to keep going with my GPA. The first one is a huge quote to me. I always use it. It's "I'm the best in the world" by CM Punk. So what I mean by "I'm the best in the world," you always want to be like the best at what you do. I'm not saying like to be delusional or to have such high confidence. You should have confidence, but always feel like you're the best at doing something. Because when you always lower yourself, you tend to, lose faith and confidence. And the person, my idol, is CM Punk. Uh, you guys might not know who he is. He's most famous for being a wrestler, but he's a UFC fighter right now. And I have another quote, and it involves with leadership. It says, "Leadership is an action, not a position," by Donald McGunnan. So, pretty much, leadership is not something you can claim, it's something that you do. So, when you lead a group to success, like you're a leader, and leadership is not something you can just like say, "Oh, I'm a leader at this and that." It's something that you do, it's an action. Next slide, please. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. My fault. Donald McGunnan. He's a broadcaster. He does television. So yeah, just to add that in. Next slide, please. So educational goals. Uh, well, what I mean by educational goals is the picture right there. Just graduating in general, graduating high school, college, whatever you want to call it, just graduating. That's our success. That's something we always look to when it comes to an educational goal. And what as a motivation to your educational goals, my first bullet point is put yourself first before you worry about others when it comes to education. What I mean by that is like always worry about yourself first when it comes to your schoolwork or like a test coming. Like you can help others, you can help your friends, but always worry about yourself when it comes to like your grades or wanting to be something in life, wanting to be successful. You always want to always focus on yourself. And A huge thing is the second bullet point, and it says be active, join clubs, apply for scholarships, and take some classes to increase the speed of getting credits. So always be active, always. It's something that I struggle. I tend to be inactive or lazy. So, being overwhelmed, being at home all day. So just always be active and always like do something that's actually like worth for your time and actually helps with your, the career that you want to do. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
All right, let's give him a round of applause. Yay, that was awesome. Good job. Let's give him a clap for that. Very good, Joel. That took a whole lot of energy and you nailed it. Way to go. Way to go. Felt so empowered by that. Very great on your presentation. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so we have another speaker coming up. Just bear with us. We'll go ahead and get ready for Emerly.